The reason that the Obama campaign had a particularly lively and integrated social media and digital presence in general, that die was cast in the 1980s when Barack Obama went to become a community organizer as a young man. And his model of leadership and style is not to go into a room and say, follow me because I'm a great leader. It's to gather people around a table and say, let's figure out what our problems are and figure out a way that we can, put one foot in front of the other and solve them together. And so our approach from the very first day of the campaign was to open it up and say, let's go do this together. Social media and the digital campaign wound up to be the fastest way and the lowest barrier to entry for people to enter into that. But fundamentally, it was a different kind of organization that was about empowering leadership and cultivating leadership at a grassroots level everywhere in the country. And that's to the point about organizational change. Like, that's not normal. And so if people were willing to give us 2 weeks, or they were willing to give us 2 months or 10 months, those experiences were shaped around that. But opening that up and making that very transparent and easy to enter into, I think is the key.
You need to give people a sense of like how they're progressing, and these technologies can be used to show them how they're progressing. I use Twitter as much a journal as a broadcasting mechanism. I can go back and see 4 years of my life and pinpoint every single development I've had in those 4 years, and everything's been kind of crystallized into some sort of message that may have been relevant to what I was experiencing and may have just provided some color. But I think encouraging folks to keep journals, the simplest thing, and the power of these technologies is that it's a shared journal, and we're all watching, and we're all noticing, and we're all encouraging and supporting. We can build technologies and we can encourage people to meet together face to face, but they're not really going to do it until it's really easy and something that they absolutely have some purpose around. But in terms of like looking back at Twitter, the biggest successes that Twitter has ever had in terms of growing its network or usage is when an event goes to some sort of face-to-face interaction.